And in the Middle East, as the ongoing war between Israel and Hamas continues, repeated Israeli airstrikes in Jabalia in northern Gaza has left the town in ruins. Within a span of 24 hours, at least 53 Palestinians were killed, leaving 400 wounded from rampant Israeli bombardment. Israel says the airstrikes were part of a winding down of operations in Jabalia. However, Palestinians say their tents and their shelters have been bombed into dirt.
Can you see the school? There is nothing left in one piece. It has all been burnt. It is all destroyed, as you can see. There were 1 million tents here for the displaced, 1 million tents in the grounds. It is all gone, and the firing has reached us.
The camp is destroyed. It has been destroyed. It is wiped. You can't recognize your house. You cannot recognize your house with all the buildings that have been wiped out.
And not stopping in the north, in southern Gaza, Israel carried out additional airstrikes and deployed more tanks and troops into the city of Rafah. Israel says that it has neutralized at least 300 Hamas fighters in Rafah since the operation first began earlier in May.
We have already eliminated around 300 terrorists in Rafah in this operation so far. Some of them were hiding underground. Our troops fought them bravely in close quarters combat. Very, very difficult conditions. We have lost our own troops. We mentioned just yesterday 3 of our boys. Soldiers have been seriously injured, but IDF have found dozens of launchers along the corridor.
Now, as Israel amplifies its attacks on Hamas, the Palestinian group has offered to renegotiate a ceasefire. In a statement to mediators in Qatar and Egypt, Hamas said that it would accept a complete agreement, including a hostage prisoner swap. However, Hamas says a deal would only be possible if Israel completely halts all military operations in Gaza. Hamas has also accused Israel of using the negotiations as a cover for aggression and genocide against Palestinians. The Palestinian group also blamed Israel for ignoring Hamas' positive position during negotiations by invading the city of Rafah. Hamas says that Israel's occupation of Rafah has resulted in the complete shutdown of humanitarian aid entering the Gaza Strip from Egypt. So far, Israel has not responded to the allegations made by Hamas. Meanwhile, Israel's national security advisor says that his country will not agree to end the war against Hamas in exchange for the release of all remaining hostages. With neither Hamas nor Israel willing to cede any ground, millions of Palestinians are left stranded in a bloody war in which they have no say and no control. From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.
South Africa's May 29th elections.
There was a start of change in the country.
We are on the verge of history.
I am standing here at the forefront of change where voices echo the call for action. The nation grapples with an unemployment crisis. As South Africans prepare to cast their votes, the question looms, will the winds of change usher in a new era, or will the legacy of the past maintain its grip on the future?